guys, how you doing? I haven't done a video in a while, and I actually have something I wanted to discuss. Now, this year is my first year of public school, and I wish somebody told me about the politics. My son went to this school that's nearby, and the teacher called me the first day, and she said that she needs some tips on how to handle my son. Now, just a little thing about my son. He's very, very smart, and he's very active. He must be kept challenged at all times, which is how I am. There's nothing wrong with me. Anyway, I wanted the principal to move him from the teacher because she kept saying that she's not equipped. She's not. Well, I said she's not equipped, and she agrees. She said she's up to here because he always has to be doing something. That's just who he is. And the principal wouldn't move him. And then they brought in all these people, speechologists, neurologists, psychologists, and I never saw so much ologists in one room in my life. Why am I doing this video, you would ask? Well, I'm doing this video to say that if I stayed any longer, they would have started labeling my son and labeling me. I just want to say that when it comes to the case of ADHD, because that's where they're going, I just know it. They never said it, but that's where they were going. It is a case of diet. The front part of the brain is lacking concentration, and it needs stimulant, more oxygen. So we need to address that. In the foods, in the minerals, like fish oil, omega-3. There's a mineral called focus factor, attend. There's things to do, but people just run to Riddlin. Now, I've got some counseling because I don't know everything, and I've taken some surveys, and I realize that there's a lot of people that's going through the same thing, and some of them just needed a move, a change of venue, and just to keep that child active, and it worked out. I'm doing this video to let people know, parents know, that you have an option. Please don't run to medication at the first sign of, difficulties, especially when it's mental and not like a pain. If it's a pain, I don't have a problem, but I have a big problem medicating children. Why is the government moving drugs from off the street and putting it into public schools? And it's just so easy to get it. Over-medicating the children. Oh, yes. Let me check my notes. Yes. I wanted to let you know that while in that meeting with those psychologists, neurologists, speechologists, they were talking to me like, oh, she's just a poor black female, single mother. And I just want to let you know. Never judge a book by its cover. Cover. Because you never know. I've spoken to a lot of people, and what I discover is people love things, especially with the word free. I'm afraid of those things. Free. Now, if I went along, I would have heard the terminology, ADT, artistic, but I left before I I hear any of those. And now I'm in a school. I keep my son active, and the teachers are working with me. I change his diet. And I'm not saying everything is perfect because everything takes time, but it should not be medication at the first sign of problems. Why is the government moving medication from the streets into the schools? Do you know, for every child that seems to have a problem in the school system, the school gets money for each child? Think about that. What am I saying? We are living in an over-medicated society. And parents are just giving their kids away. Oh, the school said, the doctor said. They don't know everything. Get a second opinion. Why? Why? Why don't you want to get a second opinion? Is it because if there's an issue with your child, you go along with the school, you can get a monthly check? Because I hear a lot of people with that. They get a check in their child. Something is wrong. Do you know that stigma follows your child for a long, long time? Is that what you want? When should a child be medicated? In my humble opinion, I submit to you, never. Unless the child, has a heart problem or something like that, then okay, my back is up against the wall. But for behavior, I submit to you, no. See, I notice that we live in a society where everything has to be, and if it's not like that, you got a problem. I was talking to my friend, and she's dating. She said to me, it's very difficult out here, Paula. If after 3 dates you don't give it up, then the men are no longer interested in you. Well, I would have to starve. I submit to you folks. Starve. Because it takes time for things to happen. It takes time. There's some things that you cannot rush. I guess some people are going to say I'm old-fashioned, but leave me that way. Let me slow cook my pot. You can go ahead and microwave your stuff, but let me slow cook mine.